Hello, peace everyone. I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kharma, and my guess is that if you clicked on this video, you are part of the BIPOC community. But if you're not, you are still more than welcome to participate in this practice, though you may not resonate with everything that I mention. And before we get started, I'd just like to talk about how much yoga and movement in general has helped me in my personal life in dealing with insecurities, microaggressions, and overall feelings of separateness that I experience from being biracial. There is a lot of unlearning this programming of having to feel inferior against our white counterparts that we have to do on a daily basis, while also maintaining a healthy lifestyle and also creating a prosperous life for ourselves. So I know that it can be draining and it can feel unfair at times, and that's why it's so important to take the time out of our day like we're doing now and connect back to our breath, connect back to our practice, and connect to our physical body. So I know that this practice won't actually fix the issue at hand, but my hope is to create a safe space and a healing environment for us to take movement and use it as our medicine. So whenever you're ready, you can meet me on your mat in a child's pose and we'll get started with our practice. Beginning in child's pose with our big toes kissing together behind us and our knees falling outwards towards the sides of our mat, and our heart and forehead are melting into the earth between our legs. For the next few breaths here, connect to the intention of our practice, which is to heal our minds, bodies, and souls for no other reason other than we deserve it. As if you're playing with dough, kneading your hands into the earth and begin to walk them towards the right side of your mat, lengthening out your left side body. Walking your hands to the left side now, feeling the stretch on your right side body. Mindfully walk your hands back to the middle in child's pose and slowly roll up your spine one vertebrae at a time so that you're sitting on your knees in Vajrasana. Grasping our hands together and resting our chin on top of our hands, begin to open your elbows out towards the sides, expanding your throat chakra. May we continue speaking our truth and speaking up for others who are mistreated. Releasing the grasp of your hands now, and bring your right arm up and over your head, pressing on that elbow with your left hand. You can choose to close your eyes to connect deeper to your breath here. Go ahead and reverse to the other side now. Releasing that elbow and taking your time to transition to a tabletop position. Begin to move forward and back in your tabletop, getting a deep stretch in your wrists. Turning your fingertips to face outwards and shift right to left, alternating as you slightly bend each elbow. Placing your fingers to face towards you now, allow your elbows to bend slowly until your fingertips raise off the earth. And taking a moment now to shake out your hands. And when you're ready, returning back to tabletop, placing your hands upside down now with your fingertips facing each other and not putting too much pressure, shifting right to left. Return back to a neutral tabletop, placing your hands to face forward once again, and begin to make little circles with your hips. Feel free to flow in whatever way feels good for your body today, and just being intuitive with your movement and experiencing the small pleasures within these circles. Let us focus our attention on our hips, especially for us cis BIPOC women. We hold trauma in our hips that get passed down from previous generations. So let us acknowledge what may be stored in this area for us and intentionally release it out into the ether, for the trauma no longer serves us. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and tuck your toes underneath you, shifting your hips up in a downward facing dog, and keeping your legs bent as much as needed. Walking your feet out here, stretching out each calf muscle. Rooting both heels back into the earth now, and kneading the ground with your hands once again, walking yourself up into ragdoll pose, folding over your legs and grabbing a hold of each elbow. Swing back and forth. Allow your upper body to hang heavy over your legs. Slowly bringing this swinging to a pause and bending your legs, rooting into the earth and rising up in a mountain pose as you roll up your spine one vertebrae at a time. Step one leg out into a wide-legged stance, placing your hands on your hips and hinging over in a wide-legged forward fold. Once you get here, feel free to move intuitively here as well, or if you crave direction, you can alternate between bending each leg. And when you're ready, walking your legs closer together, a little bit past hips width distance apart, and slowly lowering your hips down into garland pose, Malasana. You can bring your hands to a prayer right in front of your heart center, or leave them planted on the earth beneath you. Sinking our root chakra into the earth, we connect with the land, our roots, and our ancestors. Go ahead and take a seat back on your mat. Place the right leg on top of your left in fire log pose, laying the right knee on top of the left foot. And bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart center. And inhale as you reach up towards the heavens. Exhale as you twist to the right, planting the left hand on top of the right knee and looking back behind you. Returning back to a neutral seat and placing your left foot on top of the right now. Bringing your hands into prayer, and inhale as you rise up and exhale as you twist to the left. returning back to a neutral seat, and you can meet me laying down on your back, taking as much time as you need to get here. And once we arrive laying on our backs, we're going to extend our left leg beneath us, bringing the right knee into our chest and taking a few breaths here. And finding your right knee with your left hand, go ahead and twist to the left, extending that right arm and looking beyond the right fingertips. You can feel free to close your eyes here if they're not closed already. And slowly return back to the middle, switching the right leg out for the left, bringing that knee close to your chest. And twisting over to the right now, looking beyond those left fingertips. And returning back to the middle, raising the soles of our feet upwards towards the heavens and bringing your arms on the insides of your legs, grabbing a hold of the outsides of your feet and finding a happy baby. Bringing our knees back into our chest now and giving them a big hug, taking an inhale here and exhale as you release down into Shavasana, our final resting pose. As we are here in Shavasana, allow your eyes to get heavy until they close and begin to sink into the earth beneath you. Become one with your surroundings. We are but a continuation of the ground, the air, and the sky that surrounds us. Take this time to rest, and when I call you back, we will complete our practice with a few affirmations. As I recite these affirmations, I ask that you repeat them out loud or in your mind. My existence is valid. I embrace the greatness within me. I love myself unconditionally. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing life back into your physical body. And shifting over to one side, coming into a fetal position. Using your hands to press yourself up into an easy seat. And once you get here, bringing the palms of your hands together in front of your heart center and bowing your chins in gratitude. Gratitude for yourself for showing up on your mat today. Gratitude for your ancestors for enduring what they had to for you to be here right now. And gratitude for this practice, for holding space for us to expand our consciousness and connect with the divine. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. I hope you feel empowered and motivated to be the greatest version of yourself today. You are beautiful and your existence is sacred. Blessings.